Good morning, guys. Oh, it's afternoon. Sorry. How? Let me share the link, and then we can get started. My eyes look watery. Yeah. Today is the 29th of July. We have a Fomc later. So yeah, let's get started. Let's get started. So we'll start off with gold. Gold. So this was a Nasdaq chart. Let us go back to gold and silver. Okay. Then we can see what we have. Okay, so gold, silver, and DXY. Here we go. So for gold, I will be adding from the analysis we did yesterday. So remember my draw on liquidity. My first draw on liquidity is 39.81. My second draw on liquidity is 39.59, and then 39.40, and then I also have 38.89. So those are my weekly draws on liquidity, and I hope to see them taken. So because they have not been taken and price has not changed anything, I am still looking for them. So to start with, you can see that yesterday we had a bearish day. It was a very big displacement to the downside, although the displacement itself was not as good as we would have wanted. It's okay. Those are common characteristics of a pre-FOMC day or pre-major news release day. So from that analysis, I can confidently say that I will still be looking for shorts today, and I think some of those some of the price signatures that I would want to see have started to show up. Okay, so yesterday we had this liquidity sweep of the previous session highs, and then price displaced to the downside. Now, if you look at today's price action, you'll notice that yesterday we had this high, the high that formed during the AM session. And you'll notice that today during the London session, we have done a liquidity sweep. So during the pre-market, we have done a buy side liquidity sweep of that high, which is very important. So let's see if silver has done the same. So we start off with the daily chart, see that we had a very good displacement in equal measure, and then now we go to the 4-hour chart to see what the 4-hour chart has been doing. So you can see that on the 4-hour chart, we have swept the PM session high. So let's go to the 1-hour chart and see if we have that same thing happening. So this is a high. What do we have here? So this is the previous day high, which has already been swept. So yeah, I think we have something of an SMT here, because yesterday's high. So this is a two-stage SMT. This is what we call a two-stage SMT, because this is Tuesday. Tuesday 12. Okay. So we had that SMT and then SMT. So on this other asset, the high, Tuesday's PM session high is still holding. Okay, so that is an SMT. Okay, so it is a double stage SMT. We have a double stage SMT, and that is very good signature in price action. So okay, so this becomes some sort of protected high in this price action. Okay, so that being said, okay, so that is the 1-hour analysis. We have this liquidity sweep, we have this protected high at 40.54, so I do not expect that to be taken. And right now we already have this 1-hour change in state of delivery to the downside, so we can mark that as our 1-hour CISD. And you can also notice that it happened during the London kill zone, so that is a very good sign. And what else do we look for? So right now we are currently forming some sort of fair value gap, 1-hour fair value gap, which could be used as our entry during the New York Open. So yes, we have that 1-hour change in state, which could be our level of entry when price comes back there. So expect to have something like this. during the the New York AM session at 8:30, 9:30 open. My first target will be this low here at 40.10, and then I will continue target the other draws on liquidity. So yeah, it's as easy as that. And today's analysis is that short because we already built on the bias yesterday. We already have the narrative. Okay, so we have the narrative. We have the higher time frame narrative of how we want to see, of which direction we want to see price going, which is bearish. And now we are coming to the 1 hour chart and 4 hour chart to look at the structure and which signatures are forming. So you can see we had this liquidity sweep at the bottom here, right here, and that is what took us to that high. So in some sort of market maker buy model, that has been completed because we swept this liquidity, went to the upside, breaking structure and so forth, and then we were able to reach this high, which is an important high, and therefore forming an SMT. So the way we are displacing right now is what I would like to see a continuation of that throughout this session up to the 8:30, and then maybe we can get a small retracement. We will measure the range and get optimal trade entry. So yeah, that's it for today. It's nothing complicated. Most of the work we did yesterday in terms of bias and so forth. So today I'm just looking at the 1 hour 4 hour chart to see what it gives us, and that is basically my setup. I will be looking for entries on that zone if it aligns with time. So the time has to be between 8:30 and 9:30. So I will draw this line here. Now let's go to the 30-minute to do that. So let's draw 8:30. Where is 8:30? Where is 8:30? So the trades should be taken from here. Okay. So any point from here, I want to see price retracing and coming back to these areas. We have a very clean, even 30-minute fair value gap here with a displacement to the downside. So that should be a good entry. And yes, you can see it. This is a break of structure. So if we do that analysis on a lower time frame, because price is fractal, so you can see that we already have this break of structure here, or maybe a market structure shift. So I expect to see price coming back to these areas, sweeping this 40-40. So on the 5-minute, this is what we can have, but I do not like doing much analysis before so I would like to see price coming here, sweeping that liquidity, and then we can take our entries above here. So it will be something like this. Come on, what? Yes, something like that. Break down to the down low, to the downside. Come on, why is this arrow not showing up? This path, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so that's basically what I'm looking for, and I think we will be able to catch some good number of pips. We should be able to catch a good number of pips. We should be able to catch, yeah, that's around 280 for TP1. Yeah, so we should be able to catch a good number of pips today, and if this can hold. So yeah, as I was saying, this market maker buy model is complete. So right now we are seeing some market maker sell model. So I would like it to come back here, then continue displacing to the downside. So yeah, I really don't have much to say today. So if you really want to understand the bias behind this setup, you can watch yesterday's video. Today's video was just to show you the market structure on the lower time, on the 1 hour and 4 hour chart, where I'm really observing, because on the daily and the weekly nothing has changed yet. So I'm just observing how the 1 hour and 4 hour charts are moving. So yes, that's it for now. I'll see you in the channel and so forth. I might give a free setup today in the group. I'll see about it. So we can maybe look at DXY real quick and see what it's doing. So on DXY, uh, on the daily, you can see that yesterday we just had something of an inside day, because price uh, opened here, traded to the upside, swept some liquidity, then came back to close inside. So today, as you can see, we have already swept the previous day low, which can be a good sign to set up the current weekly low, which can be a very good sign of a bullish week that we expect on DXY until we sweep this liquidity. Okay, so going to the 4 hour, I will you can notice that we have this liquidity sweep and this fair value gap. So you can see that we are respecting this fair value gap, which is some sort of inverted fair value gap. So you can see that we are respecting that zone, this here, this downside, and then this is upside. So that becomes an inverted fair value gap, as well as this NWOG. So we have a lot of gaps going on there, and you can see that price is getting some resistance. So I would like to see a good reaction from that to the upside. And now we can mark a few levels from that for our chart that we can mark as a liquidity sweep, then go to the 1 hour chart and see what it's actually doing. So you can see it's a liquidity sweep, and additionally we have a 1 hour change in state following it immediately, which is a very good sign if you're looking for an explosive move. Liquidity sweep, change in state, so it means that on a lower time frame this is a huge displacement with a lot of gaps, something like this. Yes, so yeah, let's see if those levels can hold price to the upside, and then yeah, we can just, so we have a small liquidity void here, we have a small gap here. Why is my, I am drawing, we have a small gap here, so I would expect to see that holding price to the upside. So that's a yeah, but yeah, so 1 hour change instead being respected over there. Let's see how that holds throughout the New York AM session. My targets for today for DXY is this high, and then we can, let's just close above these highs on our, I want us to break structure to the upside on a 4 hour and on a 1 hour chart, continuing into the week. Tomorrow being a Wednesday, no, tomorrow being a Thursday and Friday, I want to see a continuation of now the buy setup to the upside. So yeah, uh we can just delete that NWOG for now and use this inverted fair value gap that we are seeing right here. So another reason we are getting some reaction here is because we have this set of order blocks right here. So it could be that we are now overdue for a reaction to the upside. So I want to see this one going to the upside. I actually don't want to see it going back to the downside. So yeah, something like that should be good. Yeah, so yes, that's DXY, silver, and gold. Let's see how the day will unfold. Have a beautiful day ahead, a peaceful day, and